Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and outstanding sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Jim McCoy along with Johnny McCoy on the camera. We're coming to you live from the pavilion at Cascade Christian High School in Medford, Oregon, and we thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore pregame show powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon and featuring the Henley Hornets versus the Cascade Christian Challengers. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net and welcome our home and visiting fans to the broadcast. Joe Brett is our executive producer. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and thank you if you already have. So today, the challengers get a chance to go up against a quality opponent. Anybody who knows 4A girls basketball knows that Henley Hornets, they're in the mix every year. This year's no different. Hornets come in out of the Skyline Conference with a perfect record in league play of 6-0, and they have an overall record of 18-1. On the strength of that, the Hornets are ranked number 2 in the OSAA power rankings. Meanwhile, for the challengers, this is a program on an upswing that after going just 5-19 and winless in league play 2 seasons ago, they improved to 13-12 and 9-6 last season. Coming into this game, they're 16-6 overall and have a league record of 11-1. So the outcome of this game will not have any bearing on their rankings due to when it was scheduled. And this will obviously have no bearing on their league record. But what it will do is it will give the challengers a chance to see some championship caliber competition and give them an idea of where their strengths and weaknesses may lie, things that they may want to tweak and adjust before they get there. Well, you know, when you have a season that covers a few months, you know you're going to face a little bit of adversity along the way. You may recall last weekend, challengers managed to win a pair of league games in the absence of Izzy McCauley. And then today, out of commission, will be Coach Jeff Robertson and his senior point guard and daughter, Timna Robertson, out of commission with illness today. So for the coaching staff, it's going to be a team effort. Monty Coley, who coaches the girls JV program, and assistant coaches Sophie Ferreira and Emily Stevens will be on hand. I am told by Coach Robertson it'll be a team effort today. Now, what it will be interesting to find out, because Timna's great strength is her ball handling ability. And if we see any press from the Hornets, it'll be interesting to see how the challengers handle that. Good news is the challengers have several capable ball handlers, so it'll be interesting to see who inherits some of the primary responsibility for that. And then, of course, with the coaching, well, you know that usually your head coach, he's the vision guy. He's the guy that's got everything kind of, you know, in his bag of tricks if adjustments are needed to be made throughout the course of the game. And Jeff won't be there, but then again, I know that Coach Coley has been working with Jeff for some number of years, probably has a pretty good, he's pretty well on the same wavelength, I'm sure, with his coach. So it'll be interesting to see how the challengers do in what would already be kind of an uphill battle going up against the Hornets. This will be a fun game to watch today, and I think this will also, again, give the challengers, as they get ready for the conclusion of their league schedule Tuesday night against St. Mary's, and then as they get ready to take on whoever comes their way in the district playoffs, most likely I'm figuring Sutherland. We'll see how all that plays out and look forward to seeing the Challenger girls back in the playoffs, and who knows, we won't count our chickens before hatch. Wouldn't it be fun if the Challenger boys and the Challenger girls ended up making the trip to Coos Bay for the state tournament? We're going to go ahead and pause for messages, take a quick time out, and right around the corner We'll get the starting lineups for today's ball game and get you all set to go. But right now, let's break away. You're watching Girls Oregon Basketball here on TableRockSports.net.
Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone free. So give yourself one. Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. Get any phone free at U.S. Cellular.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
Don't stop! Get it! Taco puts our greatness in!
Get a little Dutch Bros in here.
Another day, another Dutch Bros.
Oh my god, so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
Game day adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken party meals featuring bone-in, tenders, and wings. Make sure you remember the biscuits. You're sure to be the hit of the party when you show up with the crispy crunchy chicken party meal. Plus, with our Peak Rewards app, you can be earning savings on fuel for your next fill-up. Enjoy your game day adventures more at Pinnacle 365.
The President's Day sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models. Grand Cherokee is the most awarded SUV ever. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Welcome back to the Cascade Christian Pavilion. We're moments away from tip-off. The Challengers and the Hornets, a powerhouse from the Oregon 4A ranks going up against an upstart from the Oregon 3A ranks. Looking forward to this. Get some really good games in late in the schedule in terms of trying to prepare your teams for playoff possibilities. Looking at Henley's schedule, after today, they're going to take on a local rival at their place. They're going to travel to Klamath Union, and that will be coming up Friday night, and then they'll conclude their schedule with a home game against Phoenix. Meanwhile, for the Challengers, they'll be taking on St. Mary's at their place to wrap up their regular season schedule on Tuesday night before we get into the league seeding tournament. We hear public address announcer Tim O'Sullivan getting ready to introduce the players for today's game. They're taking to the court, and this will give us an opportunity to take a quick break, and we'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys.
I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your
A freshman, number 3, Preston Shade. A sophomore, number 4, Lily Fussell. A senior, number 15, Annie Campos. And a senior, number 24, Jewel Northcutt. Head coach of the Hornets is Randy Jensen. Assistant coaches Heidi Friend and Kevin Petrick. Challenger fans, are you ready? Here's the starting five for your Lady Challengers. A junior, number 22, Taylor Foley.
So there you have the starting lineups for today's contest. Taylor Folan will stand in for Timna Robertson today. Challengers in their home white uniforms with purple numerals and gold trim. Henley in their road blue uniforms with gold numerals and gold trim. Challengers will move from right to left from where we sit. The Hayes in the barn. It is time to play. Lily Fussell will jump it up against Emma Coates. Ball's in the air. McCauley had a hand on it momentarily, but Kennedy Moden ends up with the ball, shoots from downtown. Shot off target, rebound by Jones. Jones quickly outlets for Grace McCauley. Quickly up the floor. Folan with it to Isabel. Finds her cousin Grace. She'll bring it up top, move to her left, and now to Jones. Challengers, the key is to show patience there and hopefully not turn the ball over, but that is what happened on that possession as it went through the hands of Isabel McCauley, and the Hornets get back. Annie Campos for the basketball. Quickly up the floor they go. Shooting it from the corner is Northcutt. Ball tipped away by the Challengers. Hornets will inbound along their baseline, taking care of the inbound play. Lily Fussell. Inbound. Shot bounces around. There to collect the rebound is Jordan Jones. She'll bring the ball out of backcourt. Gets a screen from Folan. Izzy McCauley. Folan with it. Bounce pass. Emma Coates has a look. Her shot just a little off to the right. Ball tipped around. And wrestling it out of backcourt is Preston Shade. Backcourt foul against the Challengers. That'll go against Emma Coates. Junior guard, her first personal foul of the ball game. First team foul called today. Annie Campos starts to make a move, fires it over in the corner, and burying the jumper, Jewel Northcutt, making it a 2-0 ball game. Challengers out of backcourt. Grace McCauley with it. Being hounded there defensively, works it inside for Folan. Ball's loose on the floor. Jones manages to corral it. She'll work it in the corner for Izzy McCauley. Her jumper short, and it will go out of bounds. In the Challengers' victory over Lakeview earlier this week, you could kind of definitely tell that Izzy was a little bit on the mend, and she's still kind of working herself back in the groove. Coates with the basketball, has it stolen away. There is Preston Shade, but it is taken away by Grace McCauley. Challengers' trademark is their pressure defense, and it works for them there as they get the ball back, trailing 2-0. Shade with another steal. Quickly gets it up the floor for Fussell. Fussell makes a little move, shot off the window, and there's Jones. Jones has a bushel full here early in this ball game. Izzy McCauley, the reverse move against Campos, and she ends up missing the layup. Hornets will rebound. Shade quickly up the floor, and then shot off the window, no good. There with the attempt underneath is Jewel Northcutt. So we're almost 3 minutes into the ball game, and the score is just 2-0. Both defenses been skillful at forcing turnovers, and Challengers still looking to get on the board. Jones works out of backcourt, Coates with it. I would imagine Emma will be one of those players. And then there's a steal, and driving to the hoop, Kennedy Moden. And we'll have a foul called against the Challengers. And that'll be against Emma Coates. That'll be the Challenger's second team foul. That'll be her second personal. So now she'll need to walk that line between that aggressiveness that makes her so helpful and yet at the same time staying away from fouling. That'll bring Angelica Arce in the ball game. Always does a nice job of bringing some hustle and a little bit of scoring off the Challenger bench. Second free throw attempt is good. It's a 4-0 ball game. Taking the inbound will be McCauley. You know that the Hornets will be keeping a watchful eye on Izzy throughout the game. Move inside. Fullen shoots her shot just a little bit off to the right. Rebound out of backcourt by Kennedy Moden. Annie Campos from long range. The shot no good. Running it down is Grace McCauley. Grace working out of backcourt to Jones, to Fullen. And another early turnover for the Challengers, who trailed 4-0 so far in the ball game. Checking in for Henley is Maya Mock. Mock in Klamath Falls. Seems like I remember a Harry Mock from days gone by. Baseball legend of local renown. Wonder if there's any relation. I suspect there might be. Jones with the steal for the Challengers. Up the floor to Fullen. Fullen tries to work a pass for Arce. Breaking it up defensively is Mock. And the Hornets will take a timeout. We will go ahead and do the same. 4-0 ball game. We'll be back after these messages.
Your daily adventures with Pinnacle 365. Enjoy a little morning motivation. Freshly ground coffee brewed from bean to cup in no time at all. Plus, with your Peak Rewards app, you'll save at least 16 cents a gallon at the pumps, so you can travel further for less in your daily adventures. Score even more savings for the road when you purchase your favorites, like Nature Valley bars, soft baked muffins, Red Bull, vitamin water, perfect bars, and watch the savings and your day accelerate. Great adventures start at Pinnacle 365.
Back at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, Challengers with the inbound, trailing 4-0 thus far in the ball game. Grace looking for somebody. Finds McCauley. McCauley's shot blocked underneath and taken away by the Hornets. Fussell releases, and now Annie Campos, her shot just a little bit short. Arce able to run it down, but we have a foul in the backcourt. That'll go against Mock. That'll be her first personal and the first team foul called against Henley. The Hornets, coached by Randy Denson, assisted by Heidi Friend and Kevin Petrick. McCauley to her cousin Grace. Grace McCauley, often the Challengers' leading rebounder in the game. And then we have the ball loose, tipped away for a moment. And a steal. It's kind of back and forth. Somebody get a stick and kill it. It's alive. And it's taken away by Campos. Henley wasting no time getting up the floor. But we'll have a foul called against the Challengers. Whistled for the personal is Angelica Arce. That'll be her first personal. Now it's 3 team fouls against Cascade. Campos for Senia Campos. And we have a traveling call against the Hornets. And it'll be Challengers with the inbound against full court pressure. Grace McCauley getting set to inbound. Looking for Jones. Jones working her way out of traffic up the floor to Arce. Arce tries to make a move to the hoop. And we have a foul in the paint. Foul against the Hornets. Maya Mock whistled for her second personal foul. That's 2 team fouls for the Hornets. Back into the ball game is number 3, Preston Shade. Good defense here on the inbound. McCauley starts a drive, kicks it back out. Arce will fire, and she buries it. Angelica Arce. You know what? Let me fix that scoreboard. There we go. Now we got it right. Sonia Campos, a steal by the Challengers. Quickly up the floor to Jordan Jones. Jones lets the traffic pass her by. Arce, bounce pass to Jones. Has a little bit of trouble with it, but she's going to make a move to the hoop. And as she does that, one of the great things that she's able to do when she makes those moves to the hoop, a lot of times she'll end up drawing fouls and free throw opportunities. So 4-3 ball game. First free throw attempt by Jones, in and out. So Coates on the bench with 2 personal fouls. We have Grace McCauley, Izzy McCauley in the ball game. Taylor Folan getting the start today in place of the ailing Timna Robertson. Jones, second attempt on its way, and it's good. We have a tie ball game. 4-4 with 2:51 left to go in the first. Ball up the floor, and knocking it away for a moment is Izzy McCauley. Now a drive out of backcourt. Shot short. And there to clean it up and score is Jewel Northcutt. Henley back on top. Quickly. Arce making a move to the hoop. She's fouled. She'll go to the stripe. Foul called against Jewel Northcutt. That'll be her first of the ball game. 14 fouls in the quarter for the Hornets. Arce, first free throw attempt is good. She's got 4 of the Challengers' 5 points, so I'll have another opportunity coming her way. Second attempt, that one's good. Didn't want to jinx them, but one thing I can tell you is this Challenger girls team is good from the free throw line. And that's what the good teams do. Ball's tipped around defensively. Moden with it, tries to work it up top around the horn, and as Campos tries to get the entry pass inside, It ends up out of bounds. So Challengers get the basketball back against backcourt pressure. They're tipping it away is Northcutt. So Challengers will take another crack at it. 2:12 left to go in the first quarter of play. Grace inbounds to her cousin Izzy. Now for Jones. Jones a good ball handler on top of being a good scorer and rebounder. Grace will shake the defender. Izzy McCauley will take a look. Her shot just a little bit long and off to the left. And there to collect the rebound is Preston Shade. Quickly up the floor they go. We'll have a whistle stopping play. Arce whistled for her second personal. Northcutt at the free throw line, makes the first attempt, puts her team back on top at 7-6. Senia Campos, sophomore, back into the ball game. Hey fans, it's time to tune into the new sports voice in Southern Oregon. The Ace Sports Radio, AM 1300 and 107.9 FM, featuring the Visa Network, the Rich Eisen Show, live NFL games, and local and regional programming ahead. The Ace Sports Radio. Jones out of backcourt. The lead is 1. Making a move to the hoop. Shot in and out for Izzy McCauley. And there with a block is Annie Campos. But as she rejects the shot, it goes out of bounds. Challengers have it. Fire in the corner for Izzy McCauley. Jones inside. Kick it out for Arce. .120 and counting to go in the first quarter of play. Grace, who also plays volleyball in the fall, for Jones. Tholen. 7 on the shot clock. Izzy will shoot. Izzy will score. Izzy McCauley with the bomb and a steal by the Challengers out of backcourt. They'll try to work it inside. Izzy will get another look, and that's off the side of the backboard. Shade there with the rebound. 45 seconds left to go in the first. Very impressed by Shade. Very athletic player, and right there, Annie Campos ties up the ball game with a nice move to the hoop. But you can see why this Hornet team is number 2 in the state. And I think the Challengers are doing a fairly effective job of playing up to their competition. Bodes good things for them down the road if they continue to work through this game and make smart plays, limit the turnovers. And a steal by Shade. By my count, she's got at least 3 of those in the quarter. And Arce returns the favor, and that will end the first quarter of play. After 1, it's a tie ball game on your John L. Scott scoreboard. We will take a quick timeout, and then we'll be back with the second quarter of play after these messages.
President's Day sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models. Grand Cherokee is the most awarded SUV ever. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Hi guys, my name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
Start of the second quarter. Challengers with the ball. Tholen makes a move to her right. Gives for Grace McCauley. Jones with it, spins in traffic, makes a move to the hoop, shot off the window, maybe just a little too hard. Lily Fussell. Hey, it's all part of the action, and that sometimes happens. Now we'll put back attempt. It'll count. And one. Fussell there to collect and bank it home. And now she gets an opportunity for a three-point play. Foul against Taylor Fullen, her first of the ball game. And remember that there's a foul reset at the end of every quarter, team foul reset. So that's the first foul for the Challengers in the second. Free throw attempt is good. Henley's lead is now 3 at 12-9. Emma Coates back in the ball game. They'll work it for Arce. She drives to the hoop and won't stay down. Just kind of rolled around on the back iron there and ball out of bounds. So now the Challengers get another shot at it. Resets the shot clock with 7:22 to go in the half. Jones takes the inbound. A little bit of trouble there. Seems like there's blue jerseys everywhere you go, and a little difficulty getting the ball in, and now it'll be Hornet basketball. Taking the inbound is Preston Shade. Quickly up the floor they go to Senia Campos, and double dribble the call against Henley. Challenger inbound. Izzy McCauley comes running up from the middle. She'll drive. Picks up a dribble left wing. She's double teamed. They get it to Jones. Arce makes a move. Grace McCauley drives to the hoop. Shot short. But that again, we were talking about how points in the paint or attempts in the paint forces the other team to foul. Grace McCauley may not be a big scorer for her Challengers, although she's capable of scoring points, but she's very effective at earning trips to the free throw line like she did on that last play. First free throw attempt, bit long. It remains a 12-9 ball game. Encouragement from Arce and Izzy, and love the sense of camaraderie and teamwork on this team. Second attempt, that one's good. And Grace McCauley drawing the Challengers within 2. Annie Campos past the timeline at midcourt to Senia. Senia drives to the hoop, had an open look, and she takes advantage. That's her first bucket of the ball game. Up the floor. Izzy with the basketball, gets a screen from Jones. Will feed it inside. Jones to the hoop. And I'm really kind of surprised there wasn't a foul called there. We'll just leave it there. Preston kissing it off the window, 4-2. And a timeout called by Cascade Christian. John L. Scott scoreboard shows the Challengers 10, Henley 16. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Ventures start at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. Freshly ground, swiftly brewed from fresh bean to cup in no time at all. And now, we're here for your daily dinner adventures. Introducing Crispy Crunchy Chicken online ordering. Mouth-watering Crispy Crunchy Chicken for dinner, made deliciously easy. Just open the app or visit the website. Select a pickup time. Choose from your favorites. And your Crispy Crunchy Chicken will be prepared hot and fresh. Make dinner a breeze at Pinnacle 365.
It's the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
6:14 left to go in the half. The Hornets with their biggest lead of the ball game. Challengers going to try to do something about that now. Jones, Coates, a little bit of trouble there. Good quickness there by Fussell. we end up with a jump ball call, alternating possession, points in the direction of the Hornets. So Henley will inbound right by the scorer's table. Shade with the inbound. And Jones looked like she got a hand on it. Now over the corner, Shade will shoot. And the shot rims out. Challengers didn't box out there, and they gave them another opportunity. Isabel McCauley whistled for her first personal foul of the ball game. Challengers with 2 team fouls in the quarter. First free throw attempt by Bailey Ledner, who's in the ball game. Off the front iron. We also have another substitution. Northcutt back in for Henley. Still a 6-point ball game. Second attempt, that one misses it all. It'll be Challenger basketball. Checking back in, Senia Campos. Ladner will return to the Hornet bench. With Coach Robertson out of commission today, it's a team effort. Monty Coley, Emily Stevens, and Sophie Ferreira. Challengers on the move, and a foul called as Arce makes her move to the hoop. Arce right now the leading scorer in the ball game for the Challengers with 5. She'll have an opportunity to whittle into the Hornet lead. First free throw attempt, bit long. Still a 6-point game. Solar Pros and owner Mason Mahaffey invite you to learn how you can save thousands on solar panels installation for your home. Visit Solar Pros Facebook page to learn more. Search Facebook, Solar Pros PNW. Arce, 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Challengers within 5, and a steal by Arce. Good defense there by McCauley as well. Jones with the basketball, going to make a move, shakes the defender, drives hard to the hoop. And the shot off target, running it down is Izzy McCauley. Jones now to Coates. Coates sees that opening, kicks it out for Grace. Jones down in the corner to Arce. And Emma trying to make a move toward the ball, and the pass just a little off to her right, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Hornet basketball. Returning for Henley is Lily Fussell, sophomore wing and forward. 5:14 left to go in the first half of play. Henley, ranked number 2 in the Oregon 4A, working against a Challenger team that is at 16-6 on the season. Moden thought about a shot there for a moment. Shade has it now, works it up top. Around the horn they go. Good patience there, and the shot rims off. And the ball last touched by Henley. Hornets with backcourt pressure, and you see a near steal there by Mock. And then a foul in the backcourt. That'll go against Northcutt. For Northcutt, that'll be her second personal of the ball game. Henley with 3 team fouls here in the quarter. Northcutt going to go ahead and return to the bench. See Maya Mock back in the ball game. Ball passed quickly up the floor for Jones. Jones to Arce. Arce glides to the hole, and she misses the layup. Henley with the ball. Annie Campos looking to make a move. Little scoop shot there, and she scores. It's a 7-point ball game at 18-11. The Challengers, problems with turnovers here in this quarter. And the Hornets get it back. And now, shot from long range, no good. Annie Campos there. Foul called against Cascade Christian. That'll go against Grace McCauley. That'll be her first personal. 3 team fouls for the Challengers. Campos, first free throw attempt. Rims off. It remains a 7-point game. May Ferreira and Taylor Folan into the ball game. Second attempt coming. Shot on its way, and it's good. Izzy McCauley with the basketball. Gets the screen from Folan. She'll kick it back out for Ferreira. Looking for help. Finds Jones. 2. Nice teamwork there. Ferreira to Jones to make it a 6-point game. Going the other way, Campos with it. She glides past the defense, and it's an 8-point game. Jones up the floor to Ferreira. Ferreira tries to bounce pass it into the low post to Folan. Broken up. There is Shade. She'll bounce pass, cross court, shot in and out by Moden. Offensive rebound, however, by Mock. And Folan had a hand on the ball there, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch, say the officials, by Henley. Jones takes the inbound, back to Izzy McCauley. Izzy, who's had a pretty quiet game so far, and a steal there by Fussell. You could hear the slap on the ball from up here. Skip pass, they'll work it over in the corner. Shade starts a drive. Her shot just a little bit short. Izzy trying to make a move, and a foul called against the Hornets.
Hornets foul, number 10, Cindy Campos, her second, 4th team foul.
Senia Campos whistled for her second personal. 4 team fouls. And near steal by the Hornets. And a timeout called on the floor. We will take one as well. John L. Scott scoreboard showing the Hornets 21, Challengers 13. We'll be back after these messages.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey, Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role.
We're going to get right back to action here. Challengers inbounding against Hornet pressure. Izzy McCauley quickly out of backcourt. Has a little trouble with the ball. Gets it for Jones. Jones feeds inside. Folan, bounce pass back to Coates. She's got the range, and the bank is open on Saturday. Emma Coates drawing the Challengers within 6. Her first bucket of the ball game. Quickly going the other way is Moden, and she'll be picked up by Emma Coates. Folan, little defense there. It bounces off the leg of Emma. And it will be an inbound for the Hornets just to our right. Moden with the basketball. Cross-court pass to Shade. Fussell. Swinging around the horn. Sonia Campos looked like she was thinking about a shot for a moment. She'll try it this time. Lefty jumper. No good. Ball's tipped around to McCauley. McCauley up the floor to Jones. Jones. A little too far underneath. Just one of those difficult situations where by the time you get control of the ball, you're too far under. And now the Hornets capitalize and take an 8-point lead. Now a steal by the Hornets. And now here's Izzy McCauley. This Hornet team, very physical. And we'll have a backcourt foul And that'll go against Hustle. And that will be a shooting foul now for Isabel. She actually has 3 points in the ball game. I misspoke earlier. I thought she didn't have any points, but she, now that I recall, scored earlier. But she has an opportunity to put more on the board. First free throw attempt. In and out. Fullen exits the ball game. Grace McCauley returns. Izzy, second attempt on its way. Nothing but net. Challengers within 7 at 1:28 to go in the half. Shade quickly up the floor. Mock with it. And Northcutt, as she was looking to make a move to the hoop, loses control. It'll be Challenger basketball. Grace McCauley, a little bit of pressure there from Northcutt. Gets a screen from Jones. They'll swing the pass to Jordan. Jordan looking inside. Izzy McCauley with the left hand. She can't get it to go, but she's fouled, and that'll send her to the free throw line. First free throw attempt, off target. Second meeting between these two teams. They actually saw each other on November 30th, I want to say at the Wairika tournament. Henley winning that game by 21. I think Cascade Christian would argue, hey, we're putting up a better battle this go-around. Now Mock's going to shoot. Long two, misses it. Offensive rebound, shot off target, but there is Grace McCauley to collect. Good box out there, and now outlets for Jones. Jones to Ferreira. Ferreira bounce pass to Izzy McCauley. Nothing but net. McCauley with 6 in the ball game. 28 seconds left to go in the half. Down in the corner, Mock looking inside. And there, shaking the defender, Bailey Ladner. And it's a 6-point game. Quickly up the floor. Coates with it. 14 seconds left to go in the half. And we'll have a foul called against Henley, as Coates is working her way up the sideline just in front of the Hornet bench. Reach against Mock, and that'll be her third personal of the game. Emma Coates, nice looking free throw attempt there. And she draws the Challengers within 5. She'll have one more coming. Second is good. Coates with 4 in the ball game, drawing the Challengers within 4. Shade out of backcourt quickly. Ladner, like try to get it to Campos. They score. Are they going to count it? Yep, they're going to count it. So it is now. Yep, definitely the right call there. And now that'll take us to halftime. Challengers trailing by 6 in this ball game. Stay tuned for our halftime report, brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Did you know the City of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon? Check out the program guide for hundreds of offerings at playmedford.com. We'll take a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back after these messages.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey,
Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, it's halftime, and we welcome you to the Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Show. Excitement is here for the opening of Rogue X. The Aquatics and Events Centers await you with 2 indoor swimming pools and water slides. The Event Center will host basketball and volleyball leagues and tournaments and other indoor events. Visit playmedford.com or check out your activities guide to learn more about the Rogue Credit Union Community Complex Rogue X. Well, one of the things that's happened, we've got, as we kind of come to the postseason, if you will, for athletics, we've got district and meets and playoffs around the corner. For you Challenger fans watching along the way, some results to pass along to you at the district meet for the Cascade Christian swim team. The girls 4x50-yard medley relay. They ended up in a third-place finish on that event. Miles Anderson ended up finishing second with a time of 1:56. He just barely got edged out by Quinn Davis of Phoenix in the 200-yard free. And then in the 200-yard intermediate, Isaac Jambe took home a fifth-place finish. In the girls' 50 free, Josie Scaglione ended up taking second place, while her teammate, Ava Six, ended up with a podium finish by taking third place. And the girls' 50-yard free, well, let me see, we got all of those now. These district meets, there's quite a lot of results to keep track of there. In the mixed 50-yard free, Juliet Hain ended up taking second place. In the boys' 50 free, Caleb Scaglione finishing seventh. In the girls' 100-yard fly, Josie Mitchell, Challenger senior, with a time of 1:07 to finish on the podium. And then let me see here. In the girls' 100-yard free, Josie Scaglione in fourth, Ava Six in fifth. Juliet Hain finishing first in the mixed 100-yard free. In the boys' 100-yard free, Caleb Scaglione in fifth place. You know the Scaglione family, swimming's the family business. And then the boys' 500-yard free, congratulations to freshman Miles Anderson. He ended up finishing first, edging out Quinn Davis. So those are a couple of young swimmers we'll just have to keep our eyes on throughout the years, because it just seems like Davis from Phoenix and Anderson from Cascade just go toe-to-toe with each other. In the girls' 4x50-yard relay, Cascade Christian girls end up in first place. And that is our results from yesterday. And then also we've got the district wrestling meet going on. And Zach Hutchison ended up grabbing a win on the first day of the meet. That young, inexperienced challenger team getting a lot of valuable guidance and instruction as they grow in the sport from Coach Jesse Everett. And we'll keep you posted as those go along. And then our thanks to Rob Klecker, who's working the scoreboard today. Got me a picture of the scorebook from today's game, and let's take a look at stats from the first half. First of all, for Henley, who scored 20, who ended up scoring 18 in the second quarter. So after they went nip and tuck with the challengers for a while, they ended up getting some separation in the second. Kennedy Modine has a pair of free throws for 2 points. Preslin Shade has 2 in the ball game. Lily Fussell with 3 points. Sonia Campos with a bucket. Bailey Ladner with 4. Annie Campos leads the way for Henley with 9 points. And then Jewel Northcutt with 5 in the ball game. Then looking at the scoring for the challengers. Pull that up for you. Emma Coates has 4 in the ball game. Jordan Jones with 3. Angelica Arce off the challenger bench with 6. Grace McCauley with a point. And Izzy McCauley showing some signs here in the second quarter. Ended up with 7 for the half to lead the challengers. We'll go ahead and take a final break, and when we return, we'll get you ready for the start of the second half. It's a 6-point ball game. Challengers fighting a good battle against the Henley Hornets, and we'll be back in 2 minutes on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Your daily adventures with Pinnacle 365. Enjoy a little morning motivation. Freshly ground coffee brewed from bean to cup in no time at all. Plus, with your Peak Rewards app, you'll save at least 16 cents a gallon at the pumps, so you can travel further for less in your daily adventures. Score even more savings for the road when you purchase.
Well, they're getting right into the second half, wasting no time here. Halftime report brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Challengers with the basketball. Feed it to McCauley. And as Izzy makes a drive to the hoop, she falls to the floor, looking no worse for wear there, thankfully. And the challengers will inbound underneath their own basket. The foul called against Annie Campos, her first personal foul of the ball game. And then Grace McCauley trying the inbound, pass a little bit off target, and now they'll go back on defense. Again, the first time these two teams met, the Hornets won by 21. Much closer game here today, showing the growth of the Challengers team throughout the season. Nearly stolen there by Jones, but Campos there. Campos, you definitely see she's the team leader here for the Hornets. Her shot bounces out, and Jones and Campos fight for it, and on the alternating possession, it'll be Hornet basketball. Fussell will take care of the inbound. Works it back. Moden. They'll work it, and now firing from downtown. Burying the jumper is Annie Campos, and it's a 9-point game. Campos with 12 on the afternoon. Coates now, right at the top of the key. She'll start to make a move. Bounce pass back to Grace McCauley. Grace moved to the hoop. And it'll go out of bounds. Officials seeing no foul there, but a clean block. But it's tipped away. Last touched by the Hornets, and now the Challengers will inbound. Jones with the rock to Grace McCauley. She has it stolen away by Campos. And they're adding insult to injury. Grace McCauley whistled for the personal foul. That'll be her second. First team foul in the half for the wow, that's going back a few years. The Cascade Christian Challengers. Annie Campos feeds it back. Fussell, rainbow jumper, won't go. Gets her own rebound. And now here's Shade with it inside. And we'll have a foul on the play. That'll send Northcutt to the free throw line. Jewel has 5 points on the day. Grace McCauley whistled for her third personal. Now Angelica Arce preparing to check back in. First free throw attempt is short. Northcutt, though, with another one coming. Can extend that lead to double digits, which would be the biggest lead of the game. Second one short. Up the floor. Arce with it. Arce with a cross-court pass to Izzy. She's at the top of the key. Goes high post to Jones. Kick it back out. Coates. Izzy McCauley sees a bit of an opening. She'll go ahead and drive. Her shot off the window, and Izzy tried to gather it there. And it goes out of bounds, last touch by Henley. Folan taking care of the inbound, and she has it stolen away. That pesky defense by Henley doing its job. Northcutt, the intended target from Moden, it ends up going out of bounds, and last touched by Cascade Christian. So the Challengers at this point stuck on 21. 2 minutes into the third quarter of play. Campos shakes the defender. Her shot in and out. Northcutt there with the rebound. And McCauley fighting for it. Northcutt tries to yank the ball free. And Izzy McCauley taking a hard fall there. In some pain there. May Ferreira will check into the ball game. On the alternating possession, it'll be Cascade Christian basketball. Athletic trainer Kurt Smet will check her over, make sure she's okay. Jones takes the inbound. Henley with backcourt pressure. Moden there, along with Northcutt defensively. Jones out of backcourt. Spins. Works it for Coates. Coates will drive. She'll shoot from the baseline. Her shot short. Folan with the rebound. And the ball comes loose. And it'll be Hornet basketball. Double dribble, the call. against the Hornets. Checking in, Senia Campos. Northcutt will check out. Trainer still continuing to tend to Izzy McCauley. Folan, Coates, starts to drive, picks up her dribble. Folan gets help from Ferreira. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. So she's going to have to make a move. And as she does, there will be a whistle and a foul. Morgan Samhammer getting ready to check into the ball game. Foul called against Kennedy Moden. Free throw attempt on the way. Rims off. It remains a 9-point game. Today's game is brought to you in part by Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill and Grants Pass, Elmer's Restaurants of Medford, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events. Second attempt by Emma Coates. That one rolls around and down. Challengers with their first point of the quarter at 4:42 left to go. Sam Hammer in the game. Freshman swing player playing forward. And the shot in and out. Sam Hammer with the rebound. And have a foul in the backcourt against the Hornets. That'll go against Maya Mock. That'll be her fourth of the ball game. And now Fussell will return. Carson Sousa getting ready to check in for Cascade. Herrera comes out. Sousa comes in. Sousa, arguably the Challengers' best JV player. Angelica Arce driving up the floor. Ball's deflected off the leg of a Henley player. Challengers will inbound along their baseline. So we got some youngsters in the lineup right now between Sousa and Sam Hammer. Coates dumps it in for Jones. Sam Hammer. Sam Hammer tries a shot, and they'll call her for a travel. Shuffled her feet in terms of trying to get set for the shot there. So 30-22 is your score. Driving is Senia Campos, and a travel to call. Sam Hammer out of the lineup. Izzy McCauley returns. So we can gather from this. She's weathered through the collision earlier. Arce drives, picks up her dribble, down for Jones. Jones spins, does a really good job of handling that ball out of traffic. She had Izzy McCauley there. Sousa will shoot. Her shot off to the right, no good. And then we have a jump ball to call. Coates working there. Fussell on the tie-up. It'll be Hornets ball. Taking the inbound to Shade, guarded by Emma Coates. So you got a couple of athletic, aggressive players going at that. Ball goes out of bounds. Challengers will get it back. Opportunity to maybe try to get something going here about midway through the third quarter. Inbound, Jones. Jones drives to the hoop. Her shot rolls around and down. 30-24. Jones with 5 in the game. Campos to the hoop. She lays it up and in. Annie Campos with 14 in the ball game, leading all scorers. Coates shakes the defender up the floor to Izzy McCauley. Ball knocked away. Last touch by the Hornets. Substitution, Jewel Northcutt will check in. Bailey Ladner, who got some good minutes, will come out of the lineup. See some pretty decent depth here on this Henley squad. Sousa with a drive to the hoop, 2. Like I said, as far as I'm concerned, watch this kid. Foul in the backcourt against Angelica Arce. That'll be her 3rd personal foul. Grace McCauley getting set to check back in. Angelica will go out. No doubt some minutes from her would be valuable in the 4th, especially with her ability to hit from long range. Ball loose in the backcourt. Annie Campos, where is she not? Runs it down. Northcutt's going to shoot. And she scores. Sousa with the basketball. Stolen by Campos. Campos loses it. Tries another attempt. And then the reverse by Fussell. And the Hornets up by 10. Grace McCauley working out of backcourt. The one thing you can see, the trademark of this Henley team has been its defense. They just smother you. A little reminiscent of the boys' game between Cascade Christian and Baker last night. Driving hard to the hoop. Grace McCauley, her attempt won't go. Tie up there between Emma Coates and they're going to call Emma Coates for the foul. That'll be the 3rd of the game for Emma. So that's just her first infraction of the second half. Quickly up the floor, Northcutt. Campos with it, making a move to the hoop. She'll pull up and shoot, and she gets the Boston bounce for 2. 38-26. Jones working out of backcourt with 1:35 left to go. So this has been a big 3rd quarter for Henley in terms of extending their separation. Izzy McCauley knocks it down for 2. Izzy with 8 in the ball game. Sonia Campos, Fussell. Fussell working against Sousa. And we'll call a travel against the Hornets. Challengers get it back. Challenger lineup, you've got Jones there, Sousa, Emma Coates, Izzy McCauley, and Jones. McCauley, her shot just a little off target, gets her own rebound. Emma will shoot her shot just a little off. It was a good look from here. And defensive pressure there by Sousa that helps create the turnover. And the Challengers get it back. Going to try to get this game back into single digits with 45 seconds left to go in the 3rd. Grace McCauley with the inbound to Jordan Jones. Sousa. Bounce pass inside to Izzy. Sousa with a drive. She's got an opening. Feeds it for Grace McCauley. Henley defense does a good job collapsing there. And then as Jones makes a drive to the hoop, ball's taken away by the Hornets. Ball tipped around. Looked like for a minute Grace might get it. And Northcutt, her shot off target. And the shot will count. She'll go to the line. Sousa whistled for her first, well, actually her second foul of the game. Northcutt with 9 in the ball game. 12-point game. She can make it 13 here with 12.2 left to go. Steal by Northcutt. And ball tipped around. Cenia Campos cleans it up, and that will end the third quarter of play. After 3, it is the Hornets 42, the Challengers 28. We'll be back after this quick timeout on TableRockSports.net.
I ride the bus a lot. RVTD's UMO app with fare capping means I will never pay more than the daily or monthly cap. RVTD gets me to school, work, volunteering, shopping, and even coffee for a fixed amount each month. UMO gives me one less thing to worry about. Thanks, RVTD.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
The number 2 ranked team in the Oregon 4A, Henley, with the 14-point lead to begin the fourth quarter. Challengers missing their head coach and missing their best ball handler and a good three-point shooter to help spread the floor, but the Challengers hanging tough. And it's Izzy McCauley with a drive to the hoop, and she's really come alive here in the second half after a quiet first half. She's got 10 on the ball game. Ladner with the basketball. Cross-court pass to Shade. Shade over in the corner. Cenia Campos. And now Moden will shoot from downtown. The shot long. Emma Coates runs it down for the Challengers. Carson Sousa with it. Drives hard to the hole. And her shot, her pass over for Grace McCauley. A little too much mustard on the fast ball. It'll be Henley ball. Henley works it past the timeline at midcourt. But a turnover by the Hornets. And yeah, actually, to be fair, I know I've talked about the Challenger turnovers, but the Challenger defense has done a good job of forcing some turnovers on the part of Henley today. And that's really been effective in helping to keep them in the ball game. Jones with the basketball. Little scoop shot. Rolls around and off. Sousa with the pesky defense in the backcourt. Henley quickly up the floor. Fassell with the basketball. Up the floor to Izzy McCauley. Misses the shot, but she's fouled and she'll go to the line. Izzy McCauley, the transfer from Crater. Foul called. I believe that's against Moden. First free throw attempt by McCauley is good. She's got 11 in the ball game. Annie Campos, the go-to girl for the Hornets back in the ball game. She's got 16 on the day to lead all scorers. Second attempt by McCauley. And she's got 12. It's a 10-point ball game. Challengers would love to get a stop here. Campos with the basketball, and she's one of those all-around players, can handle it, score it, shoot it. Shade down on the low post. Little turnaround by Fassell. Ended up off target, in and out. 6:19 to go in the game. 42-32. Jones on the drive. Little runner there, can't get it to go. 6:05 left. The lead by Henley is 10. Campos, pass, did a nice job of getting behind the defense. Did Fassell, and it's a 12-point game. Jones will take it out of backcourt. survey the floor. Passes left for Sousa. Grace McCauley. High post for Grace McCauley. The runner by Jones. It's good. That's a part of Jones's game. Those running shots and those moves in the low post, among other things. Here, a ball as Sousa tried to push the pass up the floor. And the shot off target. Jones. And a foul called against Emma Coates, much to her chagrin. That'll be her fourth of the ball game. Morgan Samhammer coming in. May Ferreira also returns to the challenger lineup. So a timeout called on the floor. We will take one as well. 44-34, your score. We'll be back in 1 minute.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken, featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tenders Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Hornets ball after the 30-second timeout. Annie Campos, she has put on a show here today. Misses that shot, however. And we have a tie-up between Morgan Samhammer and Lily Fassell. That'll be going in the direction on the alternating possession to the Hornets. Inbound, Moden will shoot. Shot rims off there with the rebound. Izzy McCauley. Izzy quickly out of backcourt, driving up the right side. Looking left for Jones. Jones will drive. The runner off the window, and she scores. Jordan Jones banks it home to make it an 8-point game. She's got 9. Northcutt with the basketball now to Campos. Like I said, Annie Campos can do a little bit of everything. Lefty jumper in and out. Samhammer with the rebound. And we'll have a foul called against the Hornets. And again, with the quarter reset, that's two team fouls, I should say, now on Henley. And it's also the second personal for Annie Campos. A steal on the inbound. And Northcutt takes advantage. 46-36, Jones quickly up the floor to Samhammer. Samhammer gathers it to Ferreira. Works it around the horn to Jones. Jones thinking about a drive, but the defense sealing off that paint. Izzy McCauley's going to go, penetrates, scores. Isabel McCauley with 14 in the ball game. It's an 8-point lead for the Hornets with 3:45 to go. Grace McCauley getting ready to check back in the ball game. Northcutt trying to make a move, and now Shade will shoot. Shot no good. And whistle underneath. And that'll go against Henley. And that will be the third personal of the ball game for Annie Campos. Ferreira and Samhammer giving the challengers good minutes off the challenger bench. JV game earlier, challengers won that. And you can definitely tell there's some good days ahead in this program as they continue to grow. Brooke Akins in the ball game. Bounce pass. And then they'll get it to Izzy McCauley. She's fouled as she goes to the hoop. Akins in the ball game. One of 2 seniors on this challenger squad. She's played all throughout her high school career, kind of an energy player off the challenger bench, along with Robertson, who's, again, out with an illness today. First free throw attempt by McCauley is good to make it a 7-point game. She's got 15 on the day. Got another one coming. Can she make it a 6-point game? She does. So now a timeout call. Monty Coley, part of the team effort on the challenger bench there, going to gather his troops, talks things over, and we'll be right back.
I ride the bus a lot. RVTD's UMO app with fare capping means I will never pay more than the daily or monthly cap. RVTD gets me to school, work, volunteering, shopping, and even coffee for a fixed amount each month. UMO gives me one less thing to worry about. Thanks, RVTD.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Challengers on defense, trailing by 6, 3:15 to go. They'll have their hands full trying to rally, but they're almost a steal by Carson Sousa. And she's not afraid to get right up in your face defensively. But Facel gathers it. Offense will set up. And, of course, they've got 35 seconds to work with to get a shot away. Campos, who has been the big weapon for the Hornets today. Mock over in the corner. Now high post for Campos. She'll pull up, shoot. Shot off to the right. Jones there with the rebound. Look what I found. Up the floor it goes to Grace McCauley. Now to Izzy in the corner. Izzy to Jones. Now to Izzy in the high post. Good court sense there. Gets herself out of the paint. Grace with it. 12 seconds to go on the shot clock. And a pass intercepted. Taking it away is Bailey Ladner. And we'll have a foul called against Cascade Christian. Sousa whistled for her second personal of the game. Henley with 14 fouls in the quarter, and the Challengers with 2. One more by Henley, and they'll be in the penalty. Challengers will be shooting free throw. 6-point game. Challengers want to try to get a stop here, and hopefully maybe find some way to limit the amount of time they work off the clock. Lefty jumper! Sending him. Campos with the 3 to make it a 9-point game. What a timely shot by Campos. She's got 7 in the contest. Sousa, skip pass over for Jones. Right in front of the Challenger bench. She'll shoot the 3. She's got range, but this shot just a little bit long. There in the backcourt is Annie Campos. She'll drive past Jones. Works it into forecourt. Moden will shoot. And the shot long. Weak side rebound by Coates. Coates picks up her dribble. Fires to Jones. Jones drives to the hoop. Shot a little bit hard off the glass, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Foul will be called against Kennedy Modine. First free throw attempt, no good. Jordan's got one more coming, right on the cusp of double figures with 9. Got it there. 49-41. 1 minute left to go in the ball game. Facel passes. They'll work it down for Shade. Shade shakes the defender. Offensive rebound. And there, another big basket for Senia Campos. 43 seconds left to go. McCauley, guarded by Facel. Up top it goes. Coates, Jones, and Steele. Shade has had a truckload of those today. But now, Grace McCauley gets it back. 24 seconds left to go in the game. Izzy McCauley with the basketball, right wing. Jones will shoot. Jones shot. Just a little off target, and the rebound taken by Shade. Shade, not a big scorer, but much like Grace McCauley, one of those people that finds a way to contribute in a number of different ways. She's going to go ahead and let the clock run out. And so the Challengers, who lost by 21 to the Hornets to open the season, better day today under less than ideal circumstances. They only dropped this one by 10, and no doubt as they have gone up against a top team from the 4A, they'll have things that they can review from this ball game and seek to improve as they work to make a playoff run. We invite you to stay tuned. Coming up in just a couple of moments, we'll have the post-game wrap-up brought to you by the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign. We'll have that coming up for you in just 2 minutes here on TableRockSports.net.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken, featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tenders Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey,
Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, our post-game show is brought to you by the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign. Visit Travel Medford and search Know Your Role to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. Well, the Challengers go to 16-7. The Hornets go to 19-1, and we saw an impressive display of basketball on the part of the Hornets, and a lot of coaches will tell you defense equals rings. We saw this Hornet team play some quality defense against the Challengers this afternoon to help salt away the win. The Challengers, after they were down for a while, give them credit for showing a lot of fight in the contest and fighting their way back into the ball game. They were down by 6 with about 3 or so minutes left to go before the Hornets were able to pretty much put a lid on things and take care of things down the stretch. A couple of big shots made by Senia Campos, the sophomore guard, able to help take care of things for the Challengers. Well, that'll wrap up today's ball game. Again, a good effort by Cascade Christian, who put up a good fight against Henley, but Henley prevails today. They end up winning the game by a score of 51-41. We would like to thank Grace Cascade Athletic Director Nate Maben for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net and today's broadcast. Our special thanks to coaches Denson and Coley. Our next Table Rock Sports production featuring the Challengers will come up next week as the Challengers get set to take on, the Challenger boys take on Churchill in a game. Well, thank you for joining us today. Again, the final score, Henley 51, Cascade Christian 41. This has been a presentation of TableRockSports.net. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. For cameraman Johnny McCoy, I'm Jim McCoy saying thank you and have a great day from Cascade Christian High School in Medford, Oregon.